What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we have the WWE Fantasy Booking of Survivor Series 2017. In real life, the card looks really bad and uninteresting, so let me give you guys my take on how I would have done it, and let's jump right into it with the pre-show, which will be a 20-man brand supremacy battle royal. You would have 10 Raw wrestlers and 10 Smackdown Live wrestlers. This match is designed to include some wrestlers who missed the show because I don't like making these cards include 20 matches like the real cards. It's ridiculous. We can't have the fans lose fatigue during the main event matches. It is never a good idea to do that because we need the fans to be pumped for the final matches. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the people from each brand that would be involved in this match. On Raw, we have Cesaro, Sheamus, Cedric Alexander, Enzo Amore, Bray Wyatt, Elias, Matt Hardy, Heath Slater, Rhino, and Apollo Crews. For the SmackDown Live roster, we would have Rusev, Aiden English, Tyler Breeze, Fandango, Dolph Ziggler, Jinder Mahal, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, Mike Kanellis, and Shelton Benjamin. Some of you may be curious as to why the WWE Champion Jinder Mahal is on the pre-show. Well, it's because this is my fantasy booking and he isn't the champion. He dropped the title to Shinsuke Nakamura at SummerSlam, which was the most logical choice. Also, I think having this match would be fun and it would get the guys to get a bonus from the pay-per-view. As for the winner, it doesn't really matter. I would personally give it to Elias or Rusev so they can take the win and also have momentum going into the future. Now let's get on to the main show with the first match of the night. It's a women's 5v5 match, and on the Raw side we have Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Sasha Banks, Emma, and Mickie James versus SmackDown Live women Natalya, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Carmella, and Naomi. We will be starting the show off with the women for both brands. The captains of each team will be the Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss and the SmackDown Live Women's Champion Natalya. I remember last year the women champions weren't the captains, which made no sense to me. It's only logical if they are captains. There are many subplots that will be involved in this match. For instance, Alexa Bliss has issues with Mickie James, and she even had problems with Sasha Banks right before this. Asuka and Emma are both in a feud right now. Also, by the way, Bayley isn't on the team because she needs to stay away for a while to get rid of all that heat she has. I think they pretty much destroyed her career, therefore a long break would be good. On the SmackDown Live side, Natalya is in a feud with Charlotte while being a target for the Money in the Bank holder Carmella. The match starts off and immediately Alexa Bliss gets hit with Charlotte's big boot, which will eliminate her within a minute. Alexa Bliss starts complaining, saying she wasn't ready and whatnot. Ultimately, she walks away to the back and she's like, you know what, I don't even care, I'm still the women's champion, I'm out of here. The Raw team is kind of worried, but they continue. Shortly afterwards, Emma taps out to Becky Lynch and now the Raw team is in danger. Sasha Banks enters the ring and we have her and Charlotte go at it because you know they have an old feud and everything. Sasha Banks gets her to tap out to the bank statement. Mickie James gets tagged in and wrestles with Naomi. After a few minutes, Mickie James gets pinned. Now it's a 2v4 and it's looking like the Raw team is going to lose. Sasha Banks enters the ring and is about to get the pin on Carmella, but Natalya distracts the ref. Ellsworth slides in her briefcase and Carmella uses her Money in the Bank briefcase and smacks Sasha in the face. Now it's Asuka versus 4 of SmackDown Live's best women. She isn't even afraid at all. She literally enters the ring and asks for them to come in and fight her. This is where Asuka absolutely dominates everyone. Naomi's in the ring, boom, eliminated. Next up, Becky Lynch, oh, she taps. Now Natalya and Asuka are in the ring. Natalya has the sharpshooter locked in, but out of nowhere, Carmella DQs herself by hitting Natalya with the Money in the Bank briefcase. After Carmella gets DQ'd, Asuka locks in her sleeper hold on Natalya, and Natalya taps, which means Asuka literally beat 4 women to get the win for Raw. Carmella cashes in her Money in the Bank briefcase and easily pins an unconscious Natalya. Now, we have a very cool Money in the Bank cash-in, and also Asuka getting pushed through the moon defeating 4 women, so it's a win-win. Next up, we have the IC title champion versus the United States champion, The Miz versus AJ Styles. In my fantasy booking, AJ Styles did not drop the title yet to Baron Corbin. I think we would all love to see The Miz versus AJ Styles much more than The Miz versus Baron Corbin. This match will simply just be a mid-card champion of one brand versus the other. Nothing really to elaborate on. I would have The Miz get the victory over AJ Styles because he could use some wins. The Miz always loses, and it would be pretty nice for AJ to put him over. After that, we have the Raw Tag Team Champions versus the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose versus the Usos. This is just another match that will be between both of the brand tag team champions to see who are the better champs. This match is happening in real life, and I cannot wait to see it. The Usos have been putting up amazing matches with anyone they wrestle ever since they turned heel. I hope the Usos win in real life, and they are most certainly winning in this fantasy booking. I want Rollins to be the reason they lose, because we need to plant the seeds to an eventual Ambrose heel turn in the near future. Next up, we have an inter-brand match, and it's going to be former partners going at it, Jason Jordan versus Chad Gable. Ever since Gable immediately attacked Jason Jordan during the Under Siege segment on Raw, I really think this could be something special that we need to see at Survivor Series. It seemed like Gable was angry that his former partner left him to do bigger things on Raw. That would be a pretty cool storyline to build around. They were supposed to be brothers, but Jordan left as soon as he was given an opportunity. People would probably look at Gable as a heel, but you can also view him as a babyface who's just angry. I would have Gable win and both of them shake hands afterwards. This could be closure for the former tag team. Coming up next, we have the men's 5v5 match, and for Team Raw, we have Finn Balor, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, aka the Balor Club, and Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe versus Team Smackdown, The New Day, Randy Orton, and Bobby Roode. Before I delve into this match, I need to make some things clear because this looks completely crazy if I don't explain it to you. The Balor Club has been dominating Raw for a few months, and Finn Balor is in line to soon win the Universal Championship. Gallows and Anderson are booked like absolute beasts, not with that stupid doctor gimmick. Joe and Reigns are also in a very serious feud, but they are two of Raw's best and they need a win for the team. They also hate the Balor Club because the Balor Club are just assholes who step on everyone. The New Day are the same in real life. They are coming into this match trying to win for the blue brand, and Randy Orton and Bobby Roode are both heels because that's the role that they excel in. They are not meant to be faces because it just doesn't click. Now let's get into the match. All 5 guys from Raw are in the ring waiting for the SmackDown guys to enter the match. The New Day are first, making their way to the ring, doing their little dance in the ring like, they hump the ring for some reason, which pisses off the Balor Club. The Balor Club literally starts attacking the New Day. Samoa Joe and Reigns join in because, they want to win too, and Roode and Orton run down to the ring and we have an all-out brawl. Eventually, the SmackDown team gets the upper hand and sends everyone out of the ring. Both teams get in the corner, and there isn't anything really crazy that happens in this match. Ultimately, in the end, I would give the win to Team SmackDown. Next up, we have the Raw Giant versus the SmackDown Live Giant, Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin. I made this match because I kind of wanted a filler before the main event, but I also wanted to include Strowman and Corbin on the card, so here you guys go, 2 Giants are going to collide. Last year, they had a few showdowns during the build-up for Team Raw versus Team SmackDown until Corbin was kicked off the team. Now we finally get to see who is the more dominant giant on their brand. Braun Strowman would obviously get the win because he's just a monster among men. And let's be real, Strowman should win every single match he's involved in. It should just be a rule at this point. All jokes aside, even though that was a bad joke, I would make Corbin look very strong in this match because we need to rebuild him after Cena completely buried him at SummerSlam. And now the main event, we have the Universal Champ versus the WWE Champ Brock Lesnar versus Shinsuke Nakamura. What match do you guys think would be better? Jinder Mahal versus Brock Lesnar or Shinsuke freaking Nakamura versus Brock Lesnar? Anyone who knows something about wrestling would choose the king of strong style. This screams out main events. This is something that probably won't happen, so it would be perfect on this card. This would be a hard-hitting fight that would generate a lot of buzz. In the end, I don't know who I would make the winner. My brain tells me Lesnar, but like he's boring in real life because he always wins. And my heart's telling me Shinsuke Nakamura because I love him and he's been poorly booked, so hopefully this would help. You guys decide in the comments and tell me why. I need a reason. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Pllana, and I'll see you all later.